Hello everyone, welcome back to Legend, and it is now 2020! It is 2020, guys, the start of a new decade, alright? And with the start of a new decade comes some new changes, guys. It is some new changes that are coming to the channel, and that's what this video is about. I want to address some future plans and also like editing changes, which also coincide with future plans, future goals, alright? Future goals from 2020 and going on. So there's been this issue, alright, that I want to talk about. There's been this issue that's probably been plaguing me for up to at least a year and a half, probably even 2 years, okay? It's just been racking my brain about how I'm going to figure out what to do in order to correct it, alright? And so far, I've made like multiple tries and most of them kind of failed, but this one I really truly believe that this one can work because I actually do feel convicted about it. I do feel determined about actually doing what I'm saying I'm going to do, and as long as I do what I say that I'm going to do, shit should get better, shit should change, alright? So I don't know if you've noticed, I don't know if you've been on the channel for very long, but it takes an ungodly long amount of time for me to get through series, and that is unacceptable, okay? I'm starting to get to the point where I'm so sick of it. It can't keep happening on the channel anymore, guys. I cannot keep taking months and months to get through series. Like, I haven't finished Kingdom Hearts 1 yet, and I started that like over a year ago. Oh, like a year and like 3 months ago. It's already been half a year since I started Alien Isolation and Outlast, and I guess I'm close to finishing Outlast 1, but nowhere near with Alien Isolation. Just all across the board, really bad. And the thing is, though, is that like some other gaming channels, they only focus on maybe like just like one specific freaking game, or like 3 or 4 games that are like similar to each other. Like this one channel, he plays like Mortal Kombat style games, like either Mortal Kombat or that one DC Universe type game. I can't remember what it's called. Stuff like that. And he plays like Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Fighters kind of game. They're all the same type, but there's really only just those 3 and anything that may come out later. But it's like whenever something new comes out, he kind of drops one away, so he's only ever dealing with like a couple at a time. I am different from that. I am a Let's Play channel, which means that like, and not only that, but as it says in my description, I play anything and everything. I'm like a complete all-around gamer. I'll play RPGs, I'll play action games, I'll play fucking shoot-em-ups, I'll play FPS shooters, I'll play everything. Adventure games, horror games, all that shit. And whenever new ones come out, I really want to play those. And the problem is because I've been so far behind, and I don't want to just stockpile stupid amounts of stuff ahead of time when I don't get to them in months or something like that. A lot of times it's going into my whole ability to actually play games whenever I want to. I have to like try to play catch up with the series just so that I can play it again. Like the last time I played Outlast like a day ago or 2, it was like well over like a month and a half or so, maybe even 2 months since I had last played it, because I had to play catch up to get back to the series, and that is not okay anymore, alright? So that is my future goals for 2020. Of course, there's the minor one. There's the minor goal, the less significant one. It would be really cool because it's taken 3 years, 3 long years to get to it, and we're so close. The 100 subscriber milestone, guys. We're 8 away. We're 8 goddamn subscribers away. We're gonna get to that in 2020, okay? There's no way. I refuse to allow 2020 to go by without somehow getting to 100. No, we're gonna get there. Even if I have to stream like every day or some shit. Alright, we're gonna get there. But that's a minor thing. That's of really no consequence, really. I want to get there, but it's like, compared to what I'm talking about now, it's insignificant. So here's what I want to do. Here are the few things that I want to do combined. Like, all of them combined to make it so I can get through series faster. So, number 1, I want to decrease the length of some series, alright? Or most of the series, alright? Outlast and Alien Isolation, I think some of you may have already seen with Outlast, I'm decreasing it down to like 22, 23 minute, around that kind of length. Alien Isolation, that shit's getting decreased to 27 or so minutes at most. I wanted a bit longer because of the kind of game it is and stuff like that, but it really ranges the like how long, but for the most part most series are going to fall in between 20 to 30 minutes and no more than that, unless they're series that are like almost pretty much all cut edits and nothing else. Then maybe I'll be okay with doing like a 40-minute thing if the game's long. For instance, I'm planning on playing Death Stranding soon. That's gonna be one, but there's gonna be those kind of ones. But when it comes to stuff that I actually want to do special editing in, that stuff I'm going to decrease the length of the video so that more frequent uploads can happen, and it's so much better for my mental state. It's I don't know what I was thinking before, why I thought it was a good idea to make them that long, but in reality, all that happens is that, like, yes, I like to do an editing process all at once, and I think that's why I thought it was better. I was like, oh, I'll try to force myself to do more all at once, and that'll be better. But that's not the case, because yes, I like to do it all at once, but because of that, I try to do something like a 30 to 40 minute really long, like heavily edited thing, and it fucks me up, guys. I lose all motivation to edit for so long, and it is not worth it, I have found. So none of that, no more of that shit. And I want to couple that, I think that's how you say couple, yeah, I want to couple that with my next objective, which is something that I'm not, like, I don't know how exactly it's gonna work, but I'm gonna figure out how to make it work, alright, for me, because I have this, like, certain standards for series and stuff that, like, there's this lower level standards that I just will not go underneath, because I don't want my series to just be gameplay, and, like, you know, my commentary, my face cam are something that I need to, that, like, a lot of times I don't acknowledge the fact that that still has entertainment value. Like, I almost treat my face cam and my commentary as if they have no entertainment value, and the only entertainment value is what comes from my editing. I need to stop doing that, so I need to remember that. But at the same time, I still don't want my videos to only have that, to only have a face cam, gameplay, and my commentary, and that's it. I still want something more special with my series, so there's still a lower standard. But for all the new series coming, not the ones that I've already started, I'm gonna keep editing those the way I've always been editing them. I don't want to suddenly change the way I edit them all of a sudden midway through the game or something. I just feel like that's weird, and I just don't feel right about that. But all the new games, possibly excluding a few that just simply do not fit the mold, that just simply don't work with that process, but I don't think those will be too often. I think most of the games I'll be able to do this with. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty severely limit the editing, in a sense that I'm going to make my process of putting edits, you know, on the video a lot more strict. Okay, only do the ones that are, like, really funny, like that I just cannot live without having in the video. All the smaller things, like sometimes I put like dark faces on the screen and stuff, and sometimes I feel like I have to do an edit like literally once every minute or once every 2 minutes. You know, I need to let more time go by without editing happening more often, you know. So it's like just kind of excluding those and only doing the ones that I really think are genuinely entertaining. And then to make up for taking those away, at the end of the series, once the series is all done and over, I'll make a compilation of the whole series. Like, I'll make a compilation of all the funny moments, all the rage moments if there was anything, all the scary moments if it was a horror game, all that stuff, all in a compilation, just kind of showing them off and doing, like, the heavy editing there, you know, doing all of this, you know, not just the glorious types of edits, but also the, you know, little ones here and there that kind of, like, make the unique little style, and a big portion of that is not only to kind of like try to make something that's really like funny and entertaining, but it's also for me as well, like ego wise, you know, because just to satiate my like ego of like not being able to edit as much as I normally would. So I'm like, oh, you can still do that editing at the very end, and like, you know, mentally, you know, it doesn't feel as, you know, I'm not so bothered by the change and shit, because I tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes down to things that I create. Pretty much every other aspect of my life isn't really like that, isn't really perfectionist like that, except for things that I create, like out of my own creative juices or whatever. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all of the goals and stuff that I want to have from now on. I genuinely, if I'm just do this, if I actually do it, I should be able to get through series much quicker. I'm talking like possibly even up to 10 to 12, hopefully 10 series finishing per year. And that would be so, like, I'd be able to actually finish like 10 series per year. That would be so good if I could do that. It'd be so much better than now. Like, what did I finished like 2 series this year, and one of them was a stream only series. Like, it wasn't even it. It's gonna be so much better if I can actually implement this, alright? And just don't worry, like I said, I'm still going to have like the really juicy edits, like the ones that I genuinely feel are like diamonds in the rough, you know, like ones that are very unique to the situation. They don't just happen every video. They're very unique ones. Those are the type of ones I'm going to be looking for, that I'm going to be picky with. 2020 is very exciting, guys. It's freaking Resident Evil 3 remake is going to come out. Oh my god. And I know a bunch of crazy awesome stuff, and PS5 is gonna come at the end of this year. It's super, oh my god, super exciting this year, guys. I feel like this year is gonna be a really good one on the channel. I want to make it a really good one on the channel. Alright, that is my New Year's resolution. Alright, that is my goal. But in the meantime, like if you agree with anything I've said, it would really help my motivation if I can get any feedback from you guys, like just a single comment saying like, yeah, like that sounds great or something. Or I mean, if you don't like that idea, then say that too. Like it would be very helpful if I could get that kind of feedback, because that's like the biggest key thing, is if I get some like feedback being like, yeah, go for it or whatever, that will motivate me. It will actually make me feel like I'm doing the right thing and stuff like that. So if you feel that way, I definitely want to hear it. Like the video or comment, whatever you want to do. It's just it'd be very helpful. All right, so as always, hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the upcoming year, the upcoming decade. Oh, it's gonna be fun. I can tell it's gonna be great. See you guys.